On this episode, we are going to be talking about 2 misconceptions millennials have about buying a house. Coming up. Welcome, I'm your host, Steve Penate, realtor and host of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show, where we bring you value, content, and tips in all things real estate and housing related. So on this episode, I have one of our teammates, Fidel Rostran, with us. What's up, Fidel?
Hey guys, so I am stoked for this episode. As a millennial, there are a lot of things here that I used to believe up until not too long ago. So hold on tight, because it's about to get good.
I think I'm still a millennial. I'm at that age where I'm not, but I can say I am, I think. Does that make any sense?
Sometimes that body says otherwise, but...
Oh, man. Well, I feel good today. So look at this. We are going to talk about 2 misconceptions that millennials, a lot of young people, they have. So let's get to it. Number 1 of the biggest misconceptions is that millennials believe they need a very large down payment to buy a house. They think they have to be stashing every little penny they have, which is probably a good idea, but the reality is that you don't really need a huge down payment.
Yeah, I remember actually a couple years ago when I was in the process of buying my first home, I was stashing away every penny I can get my hands on. And it wasn't until I talked to a real estate agent that I realized there are other ways.
Dude, I actually remember that. This guy was selling things on Craigslist, remember that? For his down payment. It was actually really smart of you, but I remember how stressed you were during that process, thinking that you needed a fat down payment to buy a house. The reality is that there are various loans where the down payments are as low as 3%. There are some down payment assistance programs where the down payment is actually a lot less. But overall, you can definitely get loans like the FHA loan for a down payment as little as 3.5% of the purchase price. There is a conventional loan, which is only 5%. It will vary according to the loan you are going to get, but don't think that just because you don't have thousands upon thousands of dollars saved that you don't have enough. That's why it's important to meet with who?
The real estate agent.
With the real estate agent, so that you get the facts. Number 2, the second misconception that millennials have about buying a house is that you need perfect credit. Perfect credit is around the 800s and higher. Now, I don't know of many millennials that have a credit score that high, and oftentimes they think that their score isn't high enough.
There are a lot of loans that will loan people even with a credit score of 620, and in some cases, we've even seen 580.
That is true. Now, I want to make a disclaimer here though. Disclaimer. If your credit score is at a 580, I would highly encourage you to plan things out a little better. If your score is that low, there's probably a bigger issue there than just simply trying to scramble and do everything possible to buy a house. Nothing is more discouraging and stressful than buying a house, but you are in a deeper hole than you were prior. The best way to do it is this. If your score really is low, don't worry. You and thousands others are in the same boat. I would encourage you to sit down, face reality, plan things well. You might have to live sacrificially for a long time, pay off some debts, get out of collections, save money, do it the right way, and you will be on your way to buy a house the healthy way. Well, that wraps up episode number
54.
Correct. 54 of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show. I am loving these past few episodes we've been doing. If you haven't watched them, go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We keep bringing you the best in all things real estate. Keep sending in your questions, and we will be doing the best to keep answering them. We'll see you next time.